From Hollywood, this is Money TV. I'm Don Baillargeon. Thanks for joining us. Money TV is a program all about money and what makes it happen. Well, the election has come and gone, and what have we learned? Well, truthfully, not a whole heck of a lot. Democrats have recaptured the House of Representatives. Republicans increased their control of the Senate. Beginning in 2019, we'll have a Republican president, a Republican-controlled Senate, a conservative majority Supreme Court, and a Democrat-controlled House of Representatives. What that means is nothing of substance is going to get done, so get ready for Gridlock City. Some Democrats in the House are promising to begin impeachment proceedings against Trump, but removing a president from office requires a 2/3 majority in the Senate. So Trump is your president at least until Inauguration Day 2021. The midterm election cycle was the most expensive in history, the most hatred-fueled in history, and frankly, the most embarrassing in history. Politics in America has sunk to a new low. Intelligent discussions of the issues appear to be a thing of the past in favor of hate-filled, screaming tantrums. My concern is that the lows of this 2018 election cycle will only be surpassed in hatred by what's coming our way in 2020. And here's something that's always coming your way. It's our toll-free number, good from anywhere in the world you're watching the program, 888-259-4449, for free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. Again, toll-free from anywhere in the world, 888-259-4449. Visit us at MoneyTV.net, and please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Well, our first guests this week are joining us from a company called Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation, SIRC. To my immediate left is Marlena Lebrun, Investor Relations. Marlena, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, David Massey, the CEO. David, always great to see you.
Hey, Don, thank you.
David, I saw a couple of press releases this week about some pretty tremendous acquisition activity. What's going on?
You know, I've been working hard getting some LOIs. It's been a great year to getting them acquired. I believe today we just put out one about a San Diego roofing company that we're really excited about. We have a couple other that are media companies that people keep asking, why are you going after media companies? I can't express to you how important it is, because the media companies are the fuel to our business. Our entire business starts from the phone ringing and getting the lead of starting the process of the sale.
Well, it's kind of interesting because solar power and roofing companies have become, so to speak, the darling of the media, so to speak. Everybody's looking at solar, and there's a lot of competition out there, so you need the media company to break out from the pack.
And that's exactly the case. And one of the media companies is a nationwide media company, so they really give us a good feel for the hot spots of the solar areas that, across the U.S., and so we can find those areas and find the acquisitions in those areas that would work with our with our footprint that we're working on.
Now, Marlena, you're in investor relations. Tell us about a typical day at the company. What's your role?
Now, I get to take the calls of our wonderful shareholders, listen to their concerns. I've had the privilege of speaking to a lot of them, and again, listening to what their concerns are and sharing that with our board and with Mr. Massey. That's really most of what I do. Listen to what they have to say and their concerns, and take it back to the board and address them.
What's the number one question you seem to always answer?
Wow. They want to know how long it's going to take to get our stock to $1. They want to know how can they get in there and make their money quick and get out, or if they should stay in for the long haul. I get such an array of, the questions are from one end to the other.
Now, David, we had a conversation off the air where you said you've got something like $40 million in acquisitions on tap, in queue, so to speak. Do you have a goal set aside to when you want to try to get these closed?
Yes, sir. Definitely we do. We have we did a piece earlier on our team that's in place with the attorneys that we have, the merger and acquisition attorneys. They're there in place working diligently on a proposal now to close one. This week is my goal. This week or next week. I'm kind of jumping ahead. But I think that we'll get all or most of the acquisition closed by Q1 2019. And that's $40 million added with currently we're pushing $50 million of revenue first quarter 2019.
Just amazing the time that we've spoken to you and been covering your company. We've seen such tremendous growth. Now, when you've got the sign out, we're buying companies. I mean, do you have people contacting you, or do you have people that are going out and targeting companies for acquisition?
You know, we have a backlog of companies that we've been looking at. We work with a consultant that does consulting for roofing companies, and the target we're looking for is 20-plus-year-old roofing companies with a good customer base that we can call on, and the owner being a little up there in age, like myself. I've been a roofing contractor for 30 years. And the problem you have is you don't know what to do with your company as you get older.
Right.
So we have give them a good answer of, listen, we can buy your company, give you some stock, help us build build SIRC to 100 million, 150 million. Stock does something, you have a nice check, and a nice way to exit from the roofing industry.
You say you're getting older, but you're really only 27, right?
28, Don.
28.
I appreciate
I
that.
missed your birthday.
It's coming up next week. That, you didn't realize that.
Now, 2018 has been a hugely successful year for you. I know. Have you paused to reflect on the success you've had this year?
It's been a success of building the team. I'm disappointed somewhat in the confidence I think we've lost with our shareholders, with missing some of the deadlines that we put in place. But we're working really hard. One of the reasons we put Lena in place is make sure when the shareholders have concerns or questions, she's easily reachable, available during business hours. We're working hard on the website to get the website more up to speed and get social media out there. So we're trying to increase the awareness of SIRC.
Almost out of time, but what are your goals for 2019?
2019 for sure is close the acquisitions that are in place, get the revenues, the $40, $50 million. Definitely have the audit done, being uplisted on the CIIX. And at that point, I should be working full-time for SIRC, other than the private company I still run. And I think we can do a good job of adding acquisitions more efficiently throughout 2019.
Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation, SIRC. This has been a great growth story since we've been covering you, David. Thanks so much for joining us, Marlena. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Joining us now via Skype is Vlad Tereshkov. He's the CEO of a company called Bitfence. Vlad, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate having me here.
Now, Vlad, 100% of companies fall prey to hackers, and the average detection time is 256 days. Now, Bitfence is an advanced cybersecurity solution. Tell us about Bitfence.
Bitfence is a cybersecurity company that really uses crowdsourcing of the threat intelligence data to protect subscribers to our services. Specifically, we are targeting IoT, Internet of Things markets, and its kind of amount of hacks lately grows tremendously. Only in like 2017, $172 billion according to Norton Report was stolen from 978 million customers in 20 countries. We are a company which actually we make profitable to join us in the war of catching hackers and protecting our customers.
Now, how does Bitfence accomplish hacker detection?
Bitfence uses innovative approach. We invented a device and approach which is called stink miner. So we give our kind of people who wants to contribute to our network devices, which is basically IoT device. It's like this box, you see, and this device is actually presents a very attractive target for hackers.
Go ahead.
They try to penetrate this device, trying to steal some information from it, but instead they are getting trapped. They're getting fingerprinted. We collect information about them and send it for analysis to our artificial intelligence engine, which actually, after analysis, assigns a threat level to this particular incident and provides protection to our subscribers immediately.
Now, I understand the company has an offering available. What can you tell us about that?
We are right now raising money. We are crowdfunding for all the details. If you are interested in technology, learning more about us, or interested in investing in us, please visit our website at bitfence.io.
Of course, the company is a client company of Digital Asset Monetary Network. Their stock symbol is DATI. Almost out of time, Vlad, but why is this a good time for people to take a closer look at Bitfence?
Right now, it's around 10 billion connected Internet of Things devices online constantly. And by the 2021, it's going to be 28 billion of the devices. And according to AT&T report, 90% of organizations lack full confidence in their IoT security strategies, and 80% of IoT devices are not tested for the security flaws. We offer a unique solution that can potentially identify proactively before the data breaches occurs. We identify malicious activities, and we can help manufacturers, businesses, home users, small office users to plug all these holes in IoT devices and provide visibility and improve their compliance.
Once again, Bitfence is the name of the company. Bitfence.io is their website. Vlad, exciting company. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Take care. Joined now in studio by the Dean of Water, also the CEO of Origin Clear, OCLN's their stock symbol, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. Riggs, always a pleasure.
It's my pleasure, sir.
Now, you had a great press release this week, something to do with TCA. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
Well, TCA Global Credit Master Fund is a $470 million fund, and they are what you might call a secured lender. So they lend against hard assets. Mm-hmm. In our case, they have come on board to help us acquire companies.
Okay.
Now, there's two roles that TCA has. One is as the lender, and that is that particular thing. And also they have an investment banking division. So the investment banking side is helping us put the thing together so that the fund side can take the deal. Now, what's great about a secured asset lender is it's less dilutive of us.
Right, of course.
Right? We're leveraging the value, the net profits and the assets of the target, and so we can actually go pretty big. And yesterday I did a day trip to Dallas.
A day trip.
A day trip to Dallas, which was very interesting. I felt like I was in a coffin both ways, but it was very productive. There was a really, really interesting company that TCA is involved with in discussions with. I can say no more, but we have a slate of acquisitions, and TCA is super excited. I must say that there's a new team at TCA that's very dynamic, very top shelf, and I think some good things are going to come out of that.
Well, Riggs, you've been telling us for quite a while about growth by acquisition is going to be a big part of what you're going to be doing from here on in. This is really starting to gain some traction.
I think you were going to say teasing. I've been teasing you guys.
Well, we don't want to say teasing, but I'll go ahead and take that word for you.
Well, it's very true because as you know, there's a limit to what I can say, and that limit is very circumscribed. However, every week, 5 p.m. Pacific, I do a CEO briefing that people can listen to me at length, and people should go to the homepage where there's a little, what they call a violator, a little thing you can click on, and you can sign up for that CEO briefing. I strongly recommend it. But in the meantime, we think that water companies grow fastest by acquisition. Stay tuned.
Well, now you said that TCA is basically going to be providing access to capital for these acquisitions. It's got to put you in a comfort zone knowing you have these acquisitions on tap and you have the capital to back it up.
Yes, because for the longest time we've been saying, we'd love to acquire you. Okay, now that you've agreed, let me go get the money. And this is switched around to we have a funder, a direct funder, and they will do it all in-house. They have got the funds. And we can now say, okay, let's do a deal. And it's a bit more of a big stick.
And you're obviously you're in a better bargaining position.
Exactly.
Once again, Origin Clear, OCLN's their stock symbol. Go to originclear.com and participate in the Thursday CEO
briefing. 5 p.m.
Thanks so much.
My pleasure.
And joining us now direct from Phoenix, Arizona is Greg Lambrecht. Greg is the CEO of Single Point Incorporated. SING is their stock symbol. Welcome back to the show, Greg.
Hey, thanks for having me again, Don.
Well, we saw more states this week vote to legalize cannabis for either recreational or medical use. How does that affect your business?
Well, it's great. I mean, for the last 2 years, we've been focusing on not only acquiring companies that supply the cannabis industry, but we've also built out a couple apps. So as more states come on, it's just better for us. And most of the companies that we acquired and also built the apps, we don't touch the plant. And one of the reasons why is this way we can be in all the states. So as more states come on, it's just better for us.
Well, we've long since reached a tipping point. We have more states being legal than states where it's not legal. It's really sweeping the country.
Yeah, it is. And one of the things that's really hot right now is CBD. And I think, Single Point made a good decision by not touching the plant, but we are doing extremely well on our singleseed.com website, where we're selling all kinds of different CBD products. In fact, we just brought on CBD water about 3 weeks ago, and boy, we're selling it by the caseloads.
That's exciting. What else is in store for the company?
Well, one of the companies that we bought, Convexium, that has a machine that fills vials, they're doing great. In fact, it looks like they're filing and going public. So it looks like we made a great investment there. The Diggs company that we bought is fulfilling a lot of our CBD oils, and of course the mobile app, that allows people to put their Bitcoin on our mobile wallet. Our whole strategy there is to allow those people to pay for cannabis at the dispensaries. That's moving along fine. Of course, we had our national commercial with Kevin Harrington, and we're up to over 20,000 people that have put their Bitcoin on the wallet. And last but not least, our Last Mile app, which allows delivery services to do payments, and it's kind of like Uber. They can see where the driver is. So all of these apps and all of these business over the last 2 years that we've invested in or built out ourselves for the cannabis industry, we're right on track. And of course, the numbers and the projections for the cannabis industry is going through the roof, particularly CBD. And so we're really focusing on CBD right now.
Once again, Single Point Incorporated, SING. Greg, something is always happening at Single Point.
Well, that's right. We're making it happen, and go sing.
And with us now in studio is Warren Wang. Warren is the CEO of ChineseInvestors.com Incorporated. CIIX is their stock symbol. Good to see you again, Warren.
Nice to be here, Donald.
What's new?
Well, I just went to New York for 2 weeks. That's why I'm not in the program. We went to NIBA conference last Thursday, November 1st. Met a lot of investors and did a presentation about 10 minutes. And next week I will be in the largest cannabis show in Vegas. We invite as a media sponsor and media partner with them. Also, I'm going to do an investor conference that day on Thursday too. So it's very, very busy for us. And here's my business plan. We are going to, my next 3 to 6 months goal is going to spin off our CBD biotech China division out of our public companies and reward our shareholders. That's our old plan since May 31st. Unfortunately, we didn't spin off on May 31st. My goal is going to working with the management team to spin off the company. We have a detailed business plan. We want to make sure, this is a draft. My potential analyst, CFO, is going to China next Monday, meet the team over there in Shanghai. We will have the top and bottom line within three years. And then my next step is going to try to structure the deal and spin off the company. Hopefully can reward our shareholders. I think your patience pay off. So we are looking forward to seeing, great 2019.
We've got a couple of commercials you provided for us. One's in Chinese, one's in English. Let's look at the Chinese one while we continue to talk, and we'll play the English in its entirety. So this Chinese one is a CBD commercial?
Yeah, CBD cosmetic side, like on the press release, we are going to spend nearly $400,000 US on infomercial in next 3 months. So this is the first Chinese one. The first 3 days is fantastic numbers after we did the infomercial. Nice. We're doing different platform, different media outlets, tremendous good results. The second one was Paul Pelosi. He's the son of the Nancy Pelosi. He went to our China CBD biotech. He very excited. He did 2 commercial. This is part one. So the English one, we don't need to translate it, but it's going to air on TikTok, the most popular Chinese short video media platform shortly.
Let's take a look at that one right now.
Hello, Paul Pelosi from America. Today is CBD Day in Shanghai, China. Pump, pump. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Much love.
Okay, so that's Paul Pelosi. He's the son of Nancy Pelosi, you mentioned?
Yes, and he specializes in the corporate governance. We would like to invite him to our CBD Biotech board so he can govern our company, CBD Biotech. Also, he can protect the investor, make sure our company have integrity and well-managed, well-governed.
Well, it's always exciting to talk to you, Warren, because you have such a passion for your company. Great luck in that marijuana show in Vegas. That's become a huge program over there. Thanks so much for joining us.
Sure. Thank you, Donald.
Joining us now via Skype video is Brian Cox. Brian is the CEO of a company called SIRC Holdings Incorporated. SURG is their stock symbol. Brian, welcome to the program.
Hey, Don. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, Brian, I want to commend you on the recent shareholder guide, which is available at sirchholdings.com. Can you give us an overview of the company's holdings?
Sure, and I'll give you a top line overview of what we're doing and what we've got going on. The core of our company is fintech, financial technology and telecommunications products. And our core market in my background has always been the underbanked, underserved market. And we've put a couple of subsidiaries together to surround our core that all provide goods and services to this same market.
Well, you talk about the surge market opportunity. Can you tell us about the market you're going after?
Sure. The market we're going after is not only getting bigger because of a lot of the credit challenges that people face. It's getting bigger because of the immigrant population, and it's also getting bigger by choice. There's a lot of folks who are wanting to get away from this whole world of everyone storing your data and keeping your data and tracking you. So the no contract, whether it be by choice or from folks just simply not having credit, having checking accounts, a lot of the things that we take for granted. There's a recent study that just came out that 51% of documented, and underline that word, documented Americans are now subprime credit customers. So our market, one could argue, is half the country or larger now.
Well, I read somewhere on your website that this is something like 77 million people strong.
Yeah, and that's going to keep growing, and that's just the prepaid wireless market. So by choice, and there's a reason behind that. The phone companies, the big boys, they stopped giving away phones. Mm-hmm. You're actually paying for your phone each month. Right. So they're only going to do that for people that have pretty good credit. So to buy, most people can't go in and just drop $800 to $1,000 for a cell phone. So what the big guys have done, the four big guys, they've made it where you're paying for your phone over time. Well, you got to have credit to do that. So that opened up a big door for companies like us who say, hey, it doesn't matter if you have credit. We don't need to know your social security number. It doesn't matter to us. We're going to provide you service over the same networks, and we're going to do it. You just pay us a discounted rate up front each month. So we're covered, they're covered, and everybody's happy. And by the way, that market's going to continue to grow. The numbers for that market have it up over 100 million strong by the end of 2019.
Well, you've got an impressive executive team. Can you tell us about some of the key players in the 120-person operations center?
Sure. The executive team is probably what I'm most proud of by putting this together. I've got a team that I could never have put together in private business. I've been in private business for 18 years. I've been very blessed in private business, but I could not have put this team together in private business. These gentlemen that we've aligned are definitely an all-star cast. They came together because of the upside of what we've put together, and they've been handpicked to align perfectly with their skill sets and and what they're able to bring to the table and work well with me. Really good guys, really great folks that are hardworking and already successful in business. And so right now we have administrative offices in Chicago, administrative and financial offices in Memphis, Tennessee. We've got distribution in Oklahoma City, and we've got our media team out in Las Vegas, and the operations team is down Nearshore Operations Center in El Salvador. And in our operations center, we've got our customer service, sales, we've got a lot of programming, and that's database programming, multimedia, graphics, and a lot of our core operational tasks are being done by that team down there. And I'm actually, heading down there shortly, and we've got some pretty big news coming in relation to the BPO, which is business process outsourcing. It's a big business now, and we've got some pretty exciting news coming in the next week or so as it relates to the BPO.
Brian, we're just about out of time, but why is this a good time right now for people to take a closer look at Surge?
I'll tell you what, we went in, we got a strategic plan. We knew coming in that there was going to be some work building the infrastructure. We knew coming in that, number one, we're doing something that I've done twice before. And my team, it's not just me, my team has done twice before, building out a network, building out through communication products, being your leader, and then providing other products. So this isn't really a machete through the jungle scenario. What we've done the last year, we've literally just blown the mountains out of the way and paved the asphalt for and just built an infrastructure for us to be able just to run products through our digital marketing and our convenience store chains that we're setting up across the country. And so right now you're hitting us at a time where we've taken care of almost all of the debt the company had. We've gotten rid of the dead wood. We've streamlined things. We've built the team, the infrastructure, and we're slamming the gas pedal. So right now, I would think would be a great time for someone to check out Surge.
Surge Holdings Incorporated, SURG. Of course, we've initiated coverage of the company. We'll be talking to you very closely over the next several weeks. Brian, exceptional company and interview. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, I look forward to it, Don. Have a great day.
Take care. We're going to talk about political hangovers on this week's Money Wrap radio program. Go to moneywrap.com to find a station near you. Call us toll free right now from anywhere in the world, 888-259-4449 for free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. Again, 888-259-4449. Visit us at moneytv.net, and please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We'll be joined by Nuggle Incorporated, NUGL is their stock symbol next week. Thanks for joining us.